Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new monster, Atrox. This is the monster available completely free to play. All you need to do is get this monster in the Legends Pass, or actually what I advise for you guys to do if you have Monster Wood, watch those videos because you can get some additional cells for this monster. As you can see in my vault, I had a little extra than just 9,000. So first of all, I want to start off by thanking SocialPoint for giving me the 9,000 cells to take this monster all the way to rank 5, for providing all the food I need to level up this monster all the way to level 150, and any gems I use will also be reimbursed to me. So huge shout out to SocialPoint. Let's do this. Let's see how this monster competes to everyone else. So let us place this monster. Yes, we'll pay the 5. And here we have Atrox as a baby, as an adult. And I love this monster design. I think so far this is my favorite of the Mythics. Nicknamed the Cosmic Doctor, Atrox has crossed the portal into the universe of Monster Legends to bring the cure to numerous undetected diseases, but he's also brought us a warning. Mythic Stardust, when mishandled, can cause new diseases or even become deadly. Thankfully, Atrox is here to help monster kind. The reason I'm laughing is because of all monsters, this monster legit looks like a villain, and he's actually the good guy. He's the Cosmic Doctor. He knows how to handle diseases. And it's funny too because he actually applies tortures to the enemy, so I don't know what kind of doctor is applying tortures. Anyhow, let's talk about this monster. He starts the game off with immune to torture, which I think is hands down moving forward into the game one of the better traits you can have. Just a complete immunity to all tortures, to curse, to shock, to burning, to ignite, to everything. And a lot of monsters we're seeing, they tend to have torture skills, right? We can look at SocialPoint, who has burning and sunburn. I'm not sure if he has an ignite skill. We can look at BLACKFEATHER, we can look at Hardy that apply curse. So just having an across the board immune to torture is nice, unranked. At rank 1, you get the hardened trait, which I personally love. It's just a nice umbrella trait, 20% less accuracy against it. So while this monster does not have an immunity to a control skill like a stun or a freeze or a possession, it's nice that you have a 20% chance to not get hit with any of that. And at rank 3, you have self-precision, which I think is super relevant to monsters that can deny or they can apply effects, because you want to make sure it lands, especially when monsters have a hardened trait or a tough trait. So all around, I'm liking this. It's immune to torture, so if you want to take this monster down, you have to use brute force, hardened trait, umbrella trait, and then self-precision so that your first attack lands. Now with that being said, we need to talk about the stats. So I'll just go over all of them. 7, 4, 47 for power. This monster's not an attacker. He doesn't need a high power. This is on the low end. His life stat, 72, 987. This is just a couple points higher than the low cosmic stats of 72, 384. So here, we can kind of cycle through some, and you'll see, like, it's definitely on the lower end, right? That's this right here, what Kodama has, what ThunderKong has, what Vatnos has. That's the lowest life stat in the game. And so the second lowest life stat now belongs to this doctor. And then the speed stat, 5830, this is like mid-range. So overall, power stat is life, he's squishy, and speed, he's like in the middle. So So stats are just very mediocre. It's probably the most mediocre we've seen. Typically we've seen a monster that has a high power but a low speed, or a high life but a low power. Like, this monster is just like average all across the board. His ultimate, let's see, Effluvium, removes positive effects from all enemies, applies 2 random torture, and Mega Stun. As far as ultimates goes, this is amazing. Any positive effect they had is completely gone, whether it be an evasion, a skill mirror, whatever. You apply 2 tortures to the enemy, and you Mega Stun. So for those, assuming the Mega Stun, if they're not immune to stun, if they don't have like Celestia or something, or immunity to stun, assuming, and because if they have a status caster immune to control, that's gone too. So assuming the stun lands, right, for 2 turns they can attack, and for 2 turns they're going to get hit with torture damage. As far as alts go, this is definitely one of the best. Alright, so now it's time to level him up, and then we'll go over relics, we'll go over skills, and we'll see just how well this monster competes in the current meta. So let's go ahead and level him up. And to be completely fair, I don't even know what the current meta is nowadays, just because we have a whole new season, we have brand new cosmics, and it's going to be interesting to see who ends up dominating the game. So here we have him at level 100. Let's go over all of his skills. I can already tell he's going to hold the, I think it was the essence. Oh man, why is it a mask? I feel, ew, I really hope that it was an essence. Dang, did I know that? I don't think I knew that. I knew he could hold a cane just because he's holding a staff. But a mask, I guess I should have figured as well. Alright, apply stun to an enemy, removes all tortures from one enemy, requires cooldown. So the good thing about this skill, ignoring the fact that you ignore tortures, is that it requires no stamina. So considering we play in a game that consists of a lot of stamina drain, like some relics will drain 100% of your stamina, it is nice to have a 0 stamina skill. However, it does have a 2-turn cooldown, so you're susceptible to CDA. Alright, the next skill applies a random torture to all allies and applies a random torture to all enemies. I am not a fan of this because those tortures you give to your allies could be really bad. The only way this works is you have a teammate that can cleanse, a teammate that can give immunity to torture. For example, you have Kodama on your team, and then with Kodama, because she has an immune to torture skill for your whole team, that's the only way it can work. You have a torture to the enemy. See, what kind of doctor is he? He poisons his own allies. What is it with all these monsters that are attacking your team? So I'm not a fan of this. Can you imagine your team getting cursed? Your team getting, what else is bad? Ignition, so they lose accuracy. Or maybe your extra trainer gets shocked. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this unless you can account for it. The next skill we have deals low magic damage and applies stun to an enemy, requires cooldown. So here we have a 1-turn cooldown stun skill. We also have a skill that removes all tortures from one ally. This one is spammable, but I would have preferred it more if it could have cleansed negative effects in general, especially since he's a doctor. Alright, but the reason this monster, this skill right here, Cane and Beak, deals low magic damage to all enemies and applies stun twice to all enemies, this is really good. This right here, that double stun, it can go through monsters that have the harden, because now if the first stun misses, maybe the second stun lands, so it's a higher likelihood to actually deny. So the double stun is nice. What else do we have? Deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, applies a random torture to one enemy. I mean, it's better than torturing your whole team. Let's see. Applies stun twice to one enemy, requires cooldown. So now we have a single version double stun. I don't really see where this would be applicable. I guess unless if you're facing dodge area, but right now we don't have any dodge area cosmics. And when if we're talking Wormlad, or Wormlad is actually immune to stun. If we're talking Grakon, to be honest, like, considering you're so fast because you're a cosmic monster, you probably get 2 turns in before he gets 1 turn in, so that's not much of an issue right now. I guess it would just be nice if maybe you battle a Megaton monster and you use your single target on him. That way you still have your AoE for next turn. Alright, let's see what else. Mint and Roses deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, removes all tortures from all allies. So I guess this is supposed to be played with this skill. That way one turn you torture everyone, and the next turn you remove the tortures. But overall, lackluster, I would say. And it sucks because I like the monster design. I think when I saw the sneak peek, he was rumored to have Pierce, which would have been very interesting because he would have been a lot more powerful, because then he would have been like a guaranteed denying kind of monster that can bypass Megaton. I guess SocialPoint decided not to go with that, and this is why I stress when I do those sneak peek videos, sometimes I don't even like doing them. I don't want people to get an impression of a monster like this is what's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. Again, it's a sneak peek, it's not confirmed, so never go off the sneak peek. So, analyzing the monster just with what he has, well, we do have the double stun, right? And again, he does have a status caster self-precision at rank 3, so you are not missing the stun, that's for sure. So the other skill you want to run is, I'm not a fan of the AoE torture. I would say applies random torture to one enemy, 1 turn cooldown. Applies stun to an enemy, removes all tortures, applies stun twice. That's a hefty stamina cost, 42. Deals moderate magic damage, removes all tortures from all allies. See, why couldn't this just been removes negative effects from all allies? If you have a denier that can also cleanse, that's amazing. But when you narrow down to just tortures, what if your allies got stunned? What if your allies are frozen? What if your allies have blind and daze and everything? The torture removal is not the best way to go about it. Removes all tortures, and I don't want to remove tortures from the enemy. So what I don't like about this monster is that all he can do is stun. It's a lot of stuns and then torture, like maybe 1 or 2 tortures. So best skill set, I guess I could give this monster, let me see. You go with a single torture, right? The one that doesn't harm your team. You probably do want to go with... I don't think I'd run this skill. 0, even though it's spammable, I don't think it's beneficial. There's maybe specific wars where it'll come in handy, but I don't think so. I think the 0 stamina one is nice, in case you need it, so you have that stun, and then the final skill applies a random torture to all allies, a random torture to all enemies, remove all tortures, deals moderate, removes all tortures, applies stun twice. Gosh, it's a lot of stunning. I guess, realistically, deals low magic, applies stun, deals stun twice. 42 to 1. I think, honestly, Oak Cane or Pine Cane doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer. You have a higher likelihood to landing with the double stun. And honestly, I think this might be the best skill set. Or maybe you forego Oak Cane for Mint and Roses, because as I mentioned, there are a lot of cosmics that are applying torture skills. So maybe it's not bad to have torture in your arsenal, torture removal. So I would say this is probably the best skill set. In terms of relics, if you have the Cane of Atlantis, that is one of the better relics you can use. But also, if you have Pump Seed Staff, considering you're doing a double stun, and then with Pump Seed Staff, you can drain 100, whatever it is when it's maxed out, like 180 stamina from the enemy, and then they're stunned so they can't recharge. So maybe you can follow it up with another monster, maybe use your Slugazoid and do a 50% stamina drain. So there's a way where it can work. If you're slower than the enemy, Cane of Atlantis is always a good way to go. In case you get your stamina drained, you can kind of counter that. Oh wait, look! He can do the combo. I'm assuming you're not facing a Megaton monster. You can actually do Pump Seed Staff combined with Jazzy Mask. Where are you? This is Jazzar's Mask after damaging with a skill of target stamina. So assuming you get the first turn in, you can double stun, so you can immobilize, and then you can 100% stamina drain with these two relics. So again, they can easily counter with a Cane of Atlantis, anything that recovers stamina. But it's pretty cool that you can pull that off. My biggest issue is like, after you do your breath skill, no, after you do Cane and Beak and you immobilize, what do you do on the next turn? You can't stun again because they're going to be immune to stun unless your monster in the turn order. Maybe you had an Ignis that remove the positive effects and then you can go for a stun again. But really, all you kind of have is like this torture skill, this random torture skill. So we'll kind of play around with them. But yeah, at the end of the day, all you really have is a torture. At least this one doesn't cost stamina. So we'll try this monster out. Needless to say, he is your denier. So you go 3 speed runes on him, have him immobilize. Let me see how many level 10 runes I have. Or if I need to give him some 9s. I might have to go 9s. 3, 2. I think I want to save some for Tabora. So we're going to go 9s on this monster. We'll do 1 9. And then we'll do the other. We'll do that. And then we'll do... Yeah, so I'm going to make him my main denier. The biggest drawback is obviously if I'm facing a Megaton monster. You know what? In case I do face a Megaton monster. One thing I guess you could do. We will run this skill that applies random torture to all allies and to enemies. We will run this skill. I'll get rid of this 0 stamina one. If you face a Megaton monster, I guess the best thing you do is maybe give the enemy monster 3 tortures. If you have a Megaton monster on your own team, he'll also absorb all the tortures. So maybe you can use this as a way to take it down. But yeah, I'm not really feeling this monster. If anything, he might actually be more of a team speed holder. So we'll also playtest that. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take him to rank 3. So I hope you guys appreciate the fact that I trophy climbed as soon as the new season started. So I am at Legendary 4 League, so I am going to be fighting against some tough opponents. So we're going to do that. We're going to hopefully get some really good battles in. So let me rank him up and then rank up. Yeah, we will take him to rank... I think we'll just take him to rank 5. Again, guys, I know that lots of you won't be getting him to rank 5, but it's almost the equivalent because I'm using them against rank 5s low. If you have Aatrox and you're battling other level 100 monsters, it's going to be the same. The only difference is you're not going to have the hardening trait and you're not going to have self-precision. But I think rank 1 is doable for most players. But yeah, since I'm taking on 150s, I have to use them at 150. Otherwise, it's no fun. And then if I use them at 100 and then I have to trophy drop, I won't be able to make these exclusive first looks at 150. You know, so gotta take advantage of this right now. Alright, so here he is, rank 4, rank up, final rank up, breakout, breakout, breakout. And again, I have 8 additional cells just because I've been watching those Monsterwood videos. So let's go ahead and level him up all the way to 150. And at this, all that really changes is that he has that increased accuracy because of the self-precision at rank 3. So, with that being said, let's take out Atrox and let's see how good he is in PvP. So I am allowed to do these battles, however, I'm not allowed to win because it would be totally unfair for me to win with a monster that has not yet been released. And you know what? Who are we going to use? Let me use Bomb Beta. I want to use Bomb Beta. Bomb Beta. Bomb Beta. Bomb Beta. Where are you? Bomb Beta is light. Alright, here we go. And we're actually going to do... So one of the monsters I see becoming a lot more relevant is Ondana. So I'm really glad I invested in her. Especially as a team speed holder. I can definitely see Ondana becoming a lot more valuable with that raw drowning with increasing the max stamina. It really helps out Cane of Atlantis to recover stamina. So you're going to see Ondana really shine here. Even like doing raw drowning to cleanse at the end of the battle so I can stun again. Or maybe I'll do the torture. We'll see. So you'll notice I am not running any attacker. But that's cool because I do have torture so I can kind of try to dominate with tortures. So let's start by opening up this tier 1 and see what I get in this new season. Some gold. Yay. Alright, let's battle. Yes, that is fine. Alright, let's see what we have. Ah, there we go, 150s. And someone already has a fully maxed out. Wow, alright, let's click fight. I get the first turn in. So here's the bad thing. This monster actually counters because he has Celestial, so he can't be stunned. Ha, it is what it is. At least I can still stun your allies. Oh wait, this monster is actually immune to stun as well. What about you, Rotten? What can you do? Okay, you can actually get stunned. So this is one where Cane and Beak actually does not help out. Mitten Roses? I would honestly torture my own monster and... No, I think Lonrad... Will he do, I don't know if he'll do Vega's Feelings. Let's try it out. This is going to backfire so bad. Alright, Quicksand, Poison, Sun Protection. Okay, I thought he would do that. I think Rotten will probably cleanse. Alright, so he is going to decimate me. His Cosmic Grandma. Alright. That was without the villain hater. It's just a difference in level. We are gonna do, so check this out. I can do splatter to remove positive effects once. My relic kicks in. I can do raw drowning. Oh, I should have put in my stamina swirl skill. My bad there. Alright, so this was not a battle. I could just go in. Yeah, mud round. Now he's immune to control and not immune to damage protection, immune to control regen. Alright. I will do the stun seal even though it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, actually we'll go for torture on you. Burning. I think now he'll do Vega's feelings. And then now it's irrelevant. Vega's feelings. By the way, right now, if I had Daigiel, I would have triple damage against Lonred, and it'd be easy kill. Rotten, I don't know if he's in the villain book or not. We might as well do removes. I don't have any tortures, so right now it's useless. I'm just gonna recharge. Yeah, but look at all the stamina thanks to my Ondana. So recharging. All right, bite or stonefish. Let's go ahead and do bite on you. And then never enough. Good cleansing skill. Yeah, rotten's good, and I also wouldn't be able to res if I had res. Alright, the bad thing is, like, my main gimmick here, stunning, doesn't work. Applies a random torture. Let's go with the release. Alright, and I got ignite. Alright, my poison was blocked. So the good thing is it doesn't affect myself. So you just need another monster. Yeah, I guess if you partner him up with a monster that is immune to that, it's fine. No point in continuing this battle. I wonder if I would have brought some other... Maybe I should bring Solar Flare. A Team Speed Solar Flare. Alright, we might try that out. So Bomb Beta, I don't know how well you'll last. So let's try Solar Flare. And let's run him with Team Speed. Oh, I wish I had another one. So that'll suffice. And let me Team Speed this. Alright, let me see who has a level 10 Team Speed. Who is holding my level 10 Bomb Beta? Alright, so let's try this out. Because if you have like monsters that can cleanse, like Bomb Beta has a cleansing skill, so it wouldn't affect me too much. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so I have an attacker. I should put proper relics in. So let's go with this Morg's armor. Let's go with whatever you can do. Eotron's mask. I should probably do Nabota's armor, but it's fine. And we will do my Ondana. Alright, let's get into this battle. Alright, that way I can do Megataunt. Alright, taunt, Megataunt. Okay, cool. So here's another example. Dodge area. Not dodge area. Megataunt. I really can't do my beak skill, right? It won't work. If he had Pierce, it would have been a different story. But since I can't do that, the best thing is really just to apply tortures. So there it is. Alright, so let's see. I got Drowned, I got Ignite. Hey, my immune to control worked out. So let's take a look at data list. And look, here's why Ondana. Why I'm saying Ondana as a team speed holder is going to be so powerful. Even though I got stamina drained, I still got a lot out of it, right? Because I have double max stamina increase. So Daedalus got Curse and Sunburn and Burning. That's a lot of torture. Whereas I got Drowned and Ignite. So it wasn't too bad, but I'd rather have nothing. We will do Splatter. So get rid of your regen. And then we'll get rid of Pierce. That way you have to attack my monster. So there's a Raw Drowning. Awesome. Here, we'll ×4 it. Let's see what Vanoss does. Probably the AoE Daze. I think that's what I would do. Falling like flies. Yep. Alright, with Solar Flare, I will set up Megataunt to protect my allies from getting CD aid. Alright, Relics again, Pump Seed Staff. Oh, I forgot to change the skill set. So I think this is the attacker skill set I was using. I guess I will just attack Siamis. There's a Burning. Now I can do the AoE stun. So here's where the denial lands perfectly. It's gonna land. My Relic kicked in. They don't have any stamina. There's the torture actually working against the Megataunt monster. If I have tortures, oh look, I do. So I can do Mint and Roses. In this case, attack. And we are good. So my monsters... But see, I have days. That's why I really wish, instead of just removing tortures, it would have removed everything. Alright, Laser Beam Sword kicks in. Here, we'll ×4 this. Alright, Meteor Jab. I can essentially attack whoever I want. Let's go after Vanoss. And at this point, oh, I'm super fast. Here, I'm just going to recharge. Obviously, the enemy would die, so there's actually no point in continuing this. So let's exit out of this battle. So cool. That was a good... I think that was a good showcase of using him as stun. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the torture skill. Let's go ahead and change my skill set here. And let's make sure that I have the Megaton skill. So Armored Form and Assault Form, triple damage, trade disable. I'm really not a fan of this, but you know what? Since we're testing stuff out, let's just put it in here. Alright, let's see how well I do. I'm in this next battle. Let's see. Aatrox. So on Dana, yeah. The problem is that since Megaton is meta right now, unless it's a war scenario, you're not gonna be able to do that cane and beak right off the bat. So let me do I guess I'll do the same strategy here. Random Torture. So release, Nanovirus, Sunburn. Alright. Crush Intruder, Laser Beam Sword kicks in. Alright, he could always cleanse it away. Let's see what he does. Warming Light, yeah, so he cleansed it away. So that didn't help. Oblation Staff. Water Swirl, ouch. And then, yeah, now in this case I don't have any stamina, so I can't do much. Let's see, Mint and Roses doesn't help, and then the stun really only attacks Bomb Beta, so that was the Torture skill, so that wouldn't help that much. So Claw, so yeah, this is, yeah, it's tough. So I think what I'm gonna recommend, again, just because his skill set is not, it's not the craziest thing in the game, run him as a team speed holder. So give let's see, change, where's Bomb Beta at? Bomb Beta. I think the best thing you could probably do is run him as a team speed holder. So we'll do that for now. Have him go just last in the turn order and stun or apply. Gosh, I'm not a fan of the Torture skill whatsoever. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that. And I think maybe you can stick with, no, we'll do full team speed. So I need to borrow this. Thank you very much. So you go full team speed, and then you're gonna have a main deny monster. Whether it be someone who stamina drains, whether it be just someone that removes the Megatons, it's ultimately up to you. Let's get Bomb Beta back in here. Alright, and we will do that interesting rune setup. That's fine. And then, like, let's say on Dana is my main deny monster. Not even really deny, but we'll do this. Alright, let's see how the monster works as a team speed holder. You know what? We might as well just use Solar Flare since we have them. And ideally, I'd want to give them... Here, we'll go Life. Just for fun. Alright, let's see how this battle... So now that I've swapped the roles to where he's more of a team speed holder and secondary support. And see, you're always going to be running into Bomb Betas. That's like inevitable, or Dataless even. So the cool thing is, with on Dana, there's a cleanse, right? Here's a Raw Drowning. There we go. I've removed it from everyone, so that's good. Alright, Reborn Through Hate, that's fine. And then, boom, Cane and Beak. So it works in this scenario. Let's do the Assault Form skill. Triple damage, straight disable, vulnerable. Let's go ahead and do this on you. And then, should I? Tortures to everyone? Sure, why not? Let's go, release. And then, now that I have triple damage, and I vulnerable myself, let's see. Ooh, apply Sunburn to everyone, Assault Form, Eat the Sun. Yeah, oh, that's my only damaging skill. So let's go ahead and do it for fun. And yeah, we will exit out of that match. So, definitely worked a lot better when you can deal with Megaton. It's all about countering the meta. So here's what I'll say. In PvP, Aatrox definitely does not stand out. Where he will stand out is in a war. In a team war, I think that's where he'll actually shine. Because in a team war scenario, you don't need to worry about running into Megaton. If there's no Megaton bases, then hey, you go first and you stun. And yes, this monster does not have the fastest speed. But remember, in team wars, you can always activate Rune Guard. You can be faster, so it can work to your advantage. Here's the Cane skill again. Now I've stunned 2 enemy monsters. So it worked out in that form. Let me go ahead and do Blinding Fire Show. Attacking them with my attacker. Alright, let me go ahead and bite. I guess this finishes him off. Am I running the stun skill? I don't think I am. So this is where the other stun skill would have come in handy to stun Grakon. In this case, I'll just apply a Torture. Landed Nanovirus. Can't really do much. Here, I'll Megaton, I guess, to absorb stuff from Grakon. I will do Splatter. He'll probably come back to life. And then I'll do Stonefish on you. Immune to control. End of Epidemic. So guess who's back? Swamp. And then I can do Raw Drowning. So that gets rid of Miseris. I guess I can release. This doesn't do anything when there's 2 dodge areas. So that actually doesn't help myself. And I guess, yeah, just having soft skills and stuff would probably help out most. Alright, let's do that. Let's do Mint and Roses on you. Remove my tortures. Yeah, even though you have enough monsters to cleanse and everything, I'm really not digging that whole torture stuff. And we'll do one last battle with him as a team speed holder. I think from the video you can tell he's better as a team speed holder. Then we're also gonna look at what books he's in and what books the Megaton monster in to see like how much of an issue are they. So this one I will start off with. Actually, I'm gonna do a bite. So by Armor Claw, and then stun. So there's the stun working against Hardy, so at least he won't be able to attack me. Let me go Assault Form. Hope it doesn't get removed. Let's see. What can I do? Selfish Splatter to remove stamina. And then Shark skill. That's fine. Let me recharge. Recharge. Burning. Let's go Release. Alright, Ignite. It's always interesting to see what you land. Nightburn and or Nightmares. We'll do Blind Firestorm. And yeah, like he has triple damage now, but to be honest, against these level monsters, I don't even need the triple damage to kill them. Like, look, even this, like, kills. Roses. Alright, so we will exit out of that. Yeah, so he's a team speed holder for sure in a PvP scenario. In a team war scenario, I think he would definitely shine a little better. So let me go ahead and look through the books. I think actually we should look at the monstergram. I always click on this when I'm trying to click on the monstergram. Dang. Alright, so he is Spirits, Good Legions, Adventurers, and let's see, this monster is Winged Good Legions, so they will encounter each other, and he does have the Celestial trait. Alright, but here's Solar Flare. He is, what is that, Superheroes, Families, and Villains book. So not an issue right there, although he's not a true Megaton monster. Where's Bomb Beta at? Bomb Beta, so it's always important to look at the books. So yeah, they don't share a common book, so it'll come down to the war, and then let's find Daedalus. But this also, you guys can kind of see through some of the monsters like that you'll run into. He's in the Spirits book, so you'll run into Lonrad, who is immune to stun. Let's see who we have. Tremor, you have Mr. Beast. What is Mr. Beast in? Good Legion, so they'll encounter each other in the Good Legions book. But Daedalus is Dragon. Yeah, so Undead and Good Legions. Okay, so you will definitely encounter Daedalus bases. So even in a war scenario, against Bomb Beta bases, you probably won't encounter Bomb Beta unless you share the similar restrictions. But as soon as you see Good Legions, Daedalus is a monster you're definitely going to run into. So yeah, when analyzing a monster, I think it's important to look at where is a monster effective, not so much in PvP, but more so in the war setting. Because I think if everything in the game, the most balance, if you will call it balance, is probably wars. For the most part, maybe the team you're fighting again is a little stronger than you or a little weaker than you, but so far it's been pretty balanced. In PvP, let's be honest, if you don't have a 150, you're probably, and you are trophy climbing, you're probably going to take on 150s at some point. Or maybe the players that are level 150 aren't trophy climbing, so they're still going to be in the low legendary 4 league. So if that's the case, then you're always going to be unmatched. So it wouldn't even matter, I would say. So when looking at this monster, kind of use him, compare his usability in a scenario of war. But overall, epic design. I love the Cosmic Doc. But he's just not up to par with some of the other monsters we've seen, I think. And with that being said, guys, that is my exclusive first look on Aatrox. Once again, he is a free-to-play monster, and you can also get him by watching Monsterwood videos if you're watching this video when it is first released. With that being said, guys, that is going to be for this video. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.